If you're a person who enjoys... Mountain View Volleyball is live only on MyLocalRadio.com. Buffs Volleyball is in session for another action-packed fall season. Carrying you straight through the year and into the state tournament in November, MyLocalRadio.com is here to bring you live video coverage of Mountain View sports. With the opening serve quickly approaching, let's join Jake Hibbard, voice of the Buffaloes, in the MyLocal Radio broadcast booth for pregame coverage.
And welcome to Casper, Wyoming. ELAN OLLIFF here in place of Jake Hibbard on this first make presentation of Mountain View Buffalo Volleyball. As I mentioned, ELAN OLLIFF here. Thanks for joining me on day 2 of the 2019 Casper Invite. The Mountain View Buffaloes getting ready to take on the Douglas Bearcats after a 3-set loss to the Evanston Red Devils. And we are about probably a few minutes away from starting this one. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll set the scene for today's matchup between the Mountain View Buffaloes and the Douglas Bearcats on this first bank presentation of Mountain View Buffalo Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at MyLocalRadio.com.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
We're here to help strengthen our community. Yes, that's right. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we take pride in belonging to our community. We encourage people of every race, gender, and belief to come together and give their all towards the betterment of our community. It's about people helping people. When you join our credit union, you also join a movement. At Trona Valley, we are thankful for our members, member NCUA, trust NCUA, a credit union system that is safe, sound, and secure.
Mountain View versus Douglas, day 2 of the 2019 Casper Invitational. ELAN OLLIFF bringing you the action live from the Casper Event Center. Mountain View lost to Evanston in 3 sets just this morning, taking the first set 25-16. Evanston wins the second set 25-19, and Evanston will take the third and final set 15-13. Mountain View getting ready to take on the Douglas Bearcats, who probably about 30 minutes ago went down to Sheridan in straight sets. Don't have the exact scores for those. But now would be a good time to run through the starting lineups. Well, not the starting lineups, but the full lineups for today's action. First for the Douglas Bearcats. Number 2, Camden Townsend. Number 4, Alyssa Bullington. Number 10, Braden Johnson. Number 13, Andy Hunsicker. Number 14, Kinley Johnson. Number 15, Abby Hoopman. Number 16, Emma Saunders. Number 19, Chloe Collins. Number 27, Jocelyn Igo. Number 28, Allie Olson. And number 45, Allison Furtick. On the Mountain View Buffaloes, we have number 2, Haley Stevens. Number 3, the libero, Casey Bugis. Number 4, Emily Bugis. Number 6, Olivia Meeks. Number 7, Courtland Condis. Number 10, Kylie Dellinger. Number 11, Camry Hutchings. Number 13, Ashley Timms. And number 15, Aspen Fraughton. Number 17, Allie Rinker. Gonna hear her name a lot today. Number 20, Caitlin Timms. And number 27, Kendall Herford. And those are the full lineups for the Mountain View Buffaloes and the Douglas Bearcats. Bringing us our camera action, Mr. Garrett, once again. He's done a great job over the last 2 days bringing you Mountain View broadcasts and an Evanston broadcast yesterday and this morning. Once again, ELAN OLLIFF here in place of Mr. Jake Hibbard, bringing you Mountain View Volleyball. Day 2 of the consolation bracket here at, or the silver bracket, excuse me, here at the 2019 Casper Invite at the Casper Event Center. This will also be the site of the 2019 state championships. Now, this is the final game of the tournament for Mountain View. They as well also for the Douglas Bearcats. Mountain View lines up and they're going to go tap hands with their opponents at the net. Courtland Condis leads Mountain View at the front of the line, and Caitlin Townsend leads the Bearcats at the front of their line. One last moment to chat, to pump yourselves up and to get ready for the game. And then it'll be off and running. Best of 3 sets. First 2 will go to 25. And the third, if necessary, will go to 15. Waiting to find out who has the first serve. And it looks to be Douglas, by the way, Mountain View is lining up. Switching in for Douglas, the libero, Andy Hunsicker. And she will be the first person to serve, so they will get the first opportunity. Number 13, the libero, Andy Hunsicker, in a gray jersey with black numbers as opposed to the rest of her team, who are in a blue torso jersey with black, red, and white sleeves. Mountain View in the purple jerseys with the white numerals, except for the libero, Kaylee Bugis, who just checked in for Olivia Meeks. She's in a white jersey with purple numbers. So we've got that all set, and we are ready to go on mylocalradio.com and KNYN 99.1 of the Big Dog. Put zeros on the Benedict's Marketplace scoreboard, and we're underway. Service received by Mountain View. From the left side, Mountain View with an attack, dug up by Douglas. Kaylee Bugis over to Timms. Stevens on the left side, and the attack goes long. And Douglas gets point number 1. Excuse me, they will award the point to Mountain View. So Haley Stevens with the first kill of the game, and she will take over serving as well. Waiting for the go-ahead to serve. Some type of stoppage going on here. And it looks like we're good to go. The line judge just gave the A-OK to the Mountain View bench. Haley Stevens, number 2, puts it up and serves it into the net, and we're all knotted up at 1. Jocelyn Igo will now serve for the Bearcats. Excuse me, she was back there, but it'll actually be Abby Hoopman. Hoopman puts it up, serve just over the net. Rinker goes down to dig it. Tim's pass back to Rinker. Rinker on the left side, off of the hands of Abby Hoopman and out of bounds. Mountain View gets the early lead, and Rinker with a kill. Served by Mountain View, received by the Bearcats. Attack from Fertig, and Contis tries to dig it up, but it hits her awkwardly and goes out of bounds. And Allison Fertig with her first kill of the game. Bearcats serve received by Rinker. It's going out of bounds. Contis tries to chase it down, runs all the way into court 4, which is right next to court 3 where we are at. And Douglas takes the lead on an ace by the Bearcats, but right after that, Chloe Collins puts it into the net, so she has an ace and a service error. 3-all on the Benedict Marketplace scoreboard. And Caitlin Timms to serve for Mountain View. Received over to Fertig. Fertig gets the pass from her teammate, but it's blocked by Mountain View. And Mountain View takes a 4-3 lead. Caitlin Timms serves again. Mountain View with the dig. Pass setting up Igo, and it's off of a Mountain View player, and somehow they clear it out, and the play is still alive. Cleared out by Douglas. Pass by Timms over to Meek. Meek finds the right corner, and that is kill number 1 for Olivia Meek. Serve by Timms, received by the Bearcats, and the attack from Fertig goes long. And Mountain View out to a 6-3 lead. Caitlin Timms looking very good right now, serving. And she serves into the net. Announcers jinx, Caitlin, I apologize for that. And that ends a 4-point run. 6-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy, the Benedict's Marketplace scoreboard. Service by Emma Saunders, received by Mountain View. And Olivia Meeks gets another attack from that left side and finds the right corner. Olivia Meeks with 2 kills in the early going of this one. 7-4 on the Benedict's Marketplace scoreboard. Allie Rinker to serve for Mountain View. Dug up by the Bearcats. Fertig passes over to Igo. Igo just kind of clears it out, setting up Haley Stevens for an attack, and she'll get that. 8-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 2 kills for Haley Stevens. Rinker, serve, dug up by Igo. Trying to pass it is Allie Olsen, and it kind of bounces off her hand weirdly and hits the ground. 9-4 on the Benedict's Marketplace scoreboard. Rinker serves. Setting up Igo on the left side, but they're going to have a stoppage of play as a ball is rolled from the varsity gold bracket court onto the court we're playing on here, court number 3. Allie Rinker will serve yet again. 9-4 on the Benedict's Marketplace scoreboard. Set 1. Pass trying to set up Igo, and Igo cannot go over the net. She accidentally kind of puts that one into the net, and a timeout's called. 10-4 the score on the Benedict Marketplace scoreboard. We'll be right back on this first make presentation of Mountain View Buffaloes Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Franklin. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
Allie Rinker serves, and we are back underway here in the second set. Caitlin Tim passes it over to Hutchings. Left side, Stevens just clears it out. Attack from the Bearcats, fielded well by the Buffaloes, and Stevens goes for the kill, and it's off of the Douglas block and out of bounds. 11-4 on the Benedict's True Value and Market scoreboard. And it'll now be 12-4 on the scoreboard. Serve from Douglas. Dug up by Rinker, has to go to the ground to get it. Pass to Stevens, and Stevens just kind of clears it out. Setting up Olsen on the attack. Timms is there. Another setup to Olivia Meeks, and Meeks will find the dead center line. 13-5 the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Served by Casey Bugis, the libero. Good receive by the Bearcats. Igo just clears it out. Timms over to Stevens. Stevens on the attack. A diving dig by Hunsicker. And now an attack from Igo, and a diving Haley Bugis can't get there. Or Casey Bugis can't get there. And Igo gets on the stat sheet. 13-6 on the board right now here in the first set. Served by Igo, received by Kate Timms, over to Ashley Timms. And now Haley Stevens gets a hand on it and just kind of pops it over the net. It's off of a Bearcat and out of bounds. 14-6 on the Benedict's True Value. Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Attack from Mountain View, received by Douglas. Timms over to Stevens. Stevens on the left side, dug out by Rinker. After the Douglas block, Timms just kind of sets it over, clears it out. Setting up for an attack from Douglas, Braden Johnson, received by Kaylee Bugis. Bugis just clears it out, and so too will the Bearcats. Pass to Haley Stevens, and Stevens gets a ball to bounce off of the Douglas defense and out of bounds. 15-6. On the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Serve by Mountain View, received by the Bearcats, and the Bearcats launch one attack. Caden Townsend can't find the square, and it's 16-6 here in set number one. Serve received by the Bearcats. Serve again, attack from Brendan Johnson, dug up by Ali Reeker as she tries to go to the ground, but the ref will say no, it hit the ground, and it's 16-7 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Served by Douglas over to Ashley Timms, who tries to find space, but it's off of the square, and that now makes it 8-16. Serve received by Rinker, set by Hutchings, and now Stevens goes for the attack, and it's off of the Bearcats and out of bounds. Stevens with 3 kills in this one. 17-8 the score. Mountain View leads. Over to Fertig. Fertig just kind of clears it over, setting up Allie Rinker on the left side, and it's long. 17-9 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Alyssa Bullington to serve for the Douglas Bearcats. Contis receives the serve, set, Hutchings, left side, Rinker, dug up by Igo. Dellinger receives it and just kind of puts it back over the net, and yet an attack from Fertig after Douglas gets the ball back. Finds the square, and that'll be another kill for Allison Fertig. 17-10. Serve Received by Mountain View. They're going to go ahead and just clear it out. Setting up Furtick, dead center. Contis deflects it up, chasing his Bugis to get it, and Hutchings runs out of bounds, tries to get the third hit to clear the net, but it is just short. 17-11 on the Benedict's Marketplace and True Value scoreboard. Served by Alyssa Bullington. Dellinger goes to the ground, get it up. Hutchings over to Rinker. Rinker just kind of puts it over the net, and Douglas will return the favor. Allie Rinker gets another chance, and this time she will not find the square either, as they will say she put it out of bounds. 17-12 here in set number 1. Alyssa Bullington, 4-point run right now for the Douglas Lady Bearcats. Stoppage of play as a line judge and an official have a conversation really quick. And Mountain View huddles up to try to come up with the game plan here. Alyssa Burlington for the Bearcats will serve. Contis receives. Set up to Hutchings. Rinker on the left side again, dug up by Igo. Pass over to Chloe Collins, who goes for the attack, and it's off of the Mountain View block and out of bounds. Braden Johnson, with the kill. Timeout taken, and we will take one as well. 17-13 on the Benedict's Marketplace and True Value scoreboard. We'll be right back on this first make presentation of Mountain View Buffaloes Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
There's an easy way to get a 10-day free pass to Flex Fitness. Log on to the Evanston sports pages at mylocalradio.com and click on the Flex Fitness logo. This is Mike Gatewood, co-owner of Flex Fitness in Evanston. When you click on the Flex Fitness logo displayed on the Evanston sports pages at mylocalradio.com, we'll give you a 10-day free pass to work out here at Flex Fitness. Log on right now and get your 10-day free pass to Flex Fitness. Click on Flex Fitness on the Evanston sports pages at mylocalradio.com and come check us out.
This first make presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports is also brought to you in part by thelittlestwoodshop.com for live home, family.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
22-18 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Mountain View leading this one, and they get the serve. Emily Bugis with the serve, received by Olson. Allison Bullington just clears it out, and Mountain View will do the same thanks to Allie Rinker. Attack from Igo, and it's off of Rinker and down to the ground. And Igo with the kill. Cutting the gap to 3 here in set number 1. Jocelyn Igo to serve for the Bearcats. Received by Rinker. Set, Hutchings, left side. Stevens, yes. Finds room dead center, and it's 23-19 here in set number 1. Camry Hutchings to serve for the Buffaloes. Dug up by Hunsicker. Left side, and it is Abby Hoopman with the kill. Actually, no, it was out of bounds, so it'll be set points for Mountain View. Mountain View returns the attack, and now Douglas returns the attack, but Mountain View was just too strong for them, as they will easily put down the point and win the set. 24-19 is the final score of set 1 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. We'll be right back with set 2 on this first make presentation of Mountain View Buffalo Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
The brain needs to be fed just like the rest of the body. It's a fact that students learn more and get better grades when they're not hungry at school. This is Linda Martin, Food Service Director at Uinta County School District Number 1. We invite every student to eat school lunch every day. Our food service staff works hard to provide delicious meals that are healthy and delivered quickly to ensure our students are getting what they need to maximize learning throughout the day.
Uinta County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
Receive the best service in the industry when you lease or purchase office equipment from the professional, friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions. With a guaranteed quick turnaround time, we will save you money, time, and energy with quality products and customer service that is unmatched in the industry. Serving customers in Wyoming and Utah, Mountain West Business Solutions is a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Call us today.
Mountain View leads 1-0 on the Benedict's True Value and Marketplace scoreboard. They will win the first set by a final score of 25-19. And Mountain View now just 25 points away from winning the final game for them in the 2019 Casper Invite. ELAN OLLIFF here, joining you live from the Casper Event Center in Casper, Wyoming, for day 2 of the 2019 Casper Invitational. Silver bracket action as Mountain View taking on the Douglas Bearcats. As we wait for the go-ahead to start set number 2. And Haley Stevens does get the go-ahead, and we are finally ready to get it on. Put zeros on the Benedict's Market or Market and True Value scoreboard. And we're ready to go. Served by Stevens, dug up by Igo. Set, Olsen. And dead center, Braden Johnson tries to go for the attack, but they're going to get a Mountain View player running into the net, and it will be a point for Douglas. Serving for Douglas, Abby Hoopman, number 15. Mountain View on the right, Douglas on the left on mylocalradio.com. Serve received by Rinker. Set, Hutchings. Johnson tries to go, Timms clears it out, and now so too will Douglas. Setting up Rinker on an attack. It bounces off the top of the net and hits the ground right in front of the 10-foot line. 1-1 here in set number 2 on the Benedict Market and True Valley scoreboard. Serve received by Douglas. They'll push it right back to Mountain View. Allie Rinker attack from the left side, dug up by Igo. Set by Townsend. Over to Olsen. Olsen puts in a clear it, and now Dellinger will do the same thing for Mountain View. Left side, and Braden Johnson could not get the height to get the attack off, so it goes into the net, and it's 2-1 here in set number 2. Dellinger to serve, received by Hunsicker. And it goes deflected out of bounds. So another point for Mountain View. 3-1 on the Benedict's True Value and Market and True Value scoreboard. Served by Mountain View, received by the Bearcats. Bearcats launch it back over, and so too do the Buffaloes. Bearcats over to Furtig. Furtig gets a chance for the attack and puts it down on the ground on the Mountain View side. 3-2 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Alyssa Bullington to serve for, that's number 19, not number 4. Chloe Collins to serve for the Bearcats. Rinker clears it out, and now the Bearcats get a chance. Igo from the left side, dug up by Kaylee Bugis. Running up to get it is Camry Hutchings, but she deflects it out of bounds. And it's 3-3 on the Benedict's Market and True Valley scoreboard. Collins, serve received by Courtland Contis. And the attack from Mountain View falls into the blue part of the square, and Mountain View takes the lead 4-3 in set number 2. Ashley Timms to serve for the Buffaloes. Set over to Furtig. Furtig blocked out of bounds by Mountain View, and it's 4-4. Allison Furtig with 4 kills. Now we'll see Emma Saunders for Douglas. Lifts it up and puts it away. Hutchings over to Contis. Contis gets dug up by Chloe Collins as she will return it. Now a dump set by Rinker. Going to the ground to dig it up is Abby Hoopman. But Mountain View takes advantage of the light hit and puts it down on the backside on the blue square. And it's 5-4 Mountain View here in set number 2. Allie Rinker, serve dug up by Hoopman. Left side Igo, received by Haley Bugis. Kaylee Bugis. And they will get the point. 6-4 on the board right now. Igo from the left side, trying to dig it up is Allie Rinker. And it's 6-5 on the Benedict Market and True Value scoreboard. And they're going to call Mountain View with a lift right after the serve from Camden Townsend. And it's all knotted up at 6. The serve. Casey Bugis digs it out. Over to Haley Stevens, who puts on a massive hit, but it's received well by the Bearcats. They'll clear it out. Rinker on the attack, and it hits the ground. Actually, no, they're going to get a Mountain View player for running into the net. And it's 7-6 Douglas. Served by Townsend, hits the ground at the 10-foot line. And that's an ace for Townsend. 8-6 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Serve received by Rinker. Putting it over is Camry Hutchins. Set by Townsend. Going from the left side is Chloe Collins, but doesn't have the elevation to get it over the net. And it's 8-7 now. Mountain View trailing, but they get the serve back. Casey Bugis to serve for the Buffaloes. Set by the Bearcats, goes out of bounds. And it is now 8-all on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Served by Bugis, received by Hunsicker. And it takes an awkward bounce off of her arms and onto the top of the net for a point for Mountain View. 9-8. Mountain View takes the lead back. Casey Bugis with the serve. Dug up by Hunsicker. Set by Townsend. Igo with the attack. Dug up by Bugis again. Rinker just passes it over to clear it out. In the pass from Townsend hits no man's land in the defense, and it will be a point for Mountain View. No man's land meaning it came off of her arms and just kind of took a dive to a part of the floor that nobody was covering as Casey Bugis serves into the net. And it's 10-9 Mountain View on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Served by Igo. Dug up by Rinker. Caitlin Timms now over to Dellinger. Dellinger on the third hit can't get it over the net. And it's all knotted up here at 10. Jocelyn Igo with the serve. Caitlin Timms digs it up. Pass to Camry Hutchins. Kylie Dellinger goes for the attack and gets it to bounce off of the Bearcat block and out of bounds. 11-10 Mountain View. Camry Hutchins to serve. Received by Townsend. Townsend now kicks it over to Johnson. Johnson will just go ahead and attack, and it's dug up by the Buffaloes, and they'll pass it over to Haley Stevens, who gets an attack in of her own and finds space near the 10-foot line. 12-10 here in set number 2 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Camry Hutchins. Serve is just barely long. And the Bearcats of Douglas get that one back. Andy Hunsicker serving in a 12-11 game led by Mountain View. It's off of Stevens and out of bounds, and that's an ace for Hunsicker. Once again, we're at 12-all. Mountain View leads 1-0 as Hunsicker serves into the net, and Mountain View will retake the lead. 13-12 on the Benedict's Market and True Valley scoreboard. Haley Stevens with the light serve off of Hunsicker. Hunsicker passes it to her teammate, and they will clear it out. Setting up Allie Rinker on the left side for an attack, dug up by Igo. Townsend now over to the left side. Braden Johnson can't get there. Blocked by Mountain View, but the Bearcats rebound and get it over to their big gun, Allison Fertig, for the kill. And we're tied up yet again, 13-all. Alyssa Bullington will do the service for Douglas. Serve received by Contis. Set high by Rinker. By Hutchings. Rinker will go ahead and try to pass it over. And then Douglas will clear it. And on that clear, it looked like just kind of, it was going to go a little long, but it takes a bounce right inside the square, and Douglas takes the lead, 14-13. Alyssa Bullington serves, and that will be dug up by Contis. Set, Hutchings, Rinker left side, and Igo is there to stop it. Townsend just kind of clears it, and now that gives Contis a chance to set up Rinker. Rinker's attack goes wide on the right side. And Douglas takes the lead, 15-13, here in set number 2 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Serve dug up by Contis. Rinker, left side on the attack, and it's long. And now Douglas with a 3-point lead. No, I guess they will award that one to Rinker. The initial call was that it was a Douglas point, but now they've changed the score to 15-14. And Kylie Dellinger with an ace as she finds room in between two defenders. Dead center back of the blue square. 15 all on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Dellinger, serve received by Braden Johnson. Furtig tries to go for the attack. And there's some confusion there as Douglas immediately gets called for 4 hits. 16-15, Mountain View with a fresh lead. Dellinger serves to Johnson. Set, Townsend, left side. Furtig finds no one guarding the right side of the 10-foot line, and that's exactly where she puts it. 16 all on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Chloe Collins serving for the Bearcats. Contis receives, now over to Rinker. Rinker's attack falls on the far side of the 10-foot line, and it's once again a Mountain View lead. 17-16 as Caitlin Timms will run out to do the service. Timms serves, received by Hunsicker. Hunsicker over to Furtig. Furtig on the attack. It's off of Timms and out of bounds. And the Bearcats fight back once again. 17 all on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Emma Saunders to serve for the Bearcats. Contis digs it up. Set, Hutchings, Rinker, left side. He just kind of taps it. Going to her knees to dig it up, though, is Igo. Pass back to Igo, and she goes for the attack. It's setting up Meeks for an attack received by the Bearcats. Bearcats just cleared out, and Rinker's going to get a chance to attack, and it's blocked by Douglas. Contis passes back to Rinker. Rinker hits the top of the antenna, and that's going to be a point for Douglas. They have a new lead, 18-17, here in set number 2. They trail 1-0. Rinker receives the set over to Meeks. Meeks clears it out. Attack from Igo, and it's off of the Mountain View block and out of bounds. 19-17 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Emma Saunders serving yet again in the middle of a 3-point run for Douglas. Timeout called, and we will take one as well. 19-17 the score here in set number 2 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. We'll be right back on this First Bank presentation of Mountain View Buffaloes Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
(19-17) the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Serve received by Mountain View. They'll clear it out, setting up Townsend. Left side, Igo. Off of the Mountain View block and down on the Douglas side of the court. 19-18 now. The lead for Douglas as Rinker will serve, going down to the ground to get it. It's Hunsicker. And the hit by Hunsicker goes right into the waiting hands of Haley Stevens, who easily takes that and knots it up at 19. Served by Rinker. Townsend to Igo on the left side. Diving to dig it up is Caitlin Tins. And she gets a little bit of elevation behind it, but not enough for her teammate to come clear it out. 2019 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Serve by Townsend. And it is off of a Mountain View player and out of bounds. 21-19. Served by Townsend again, received by Bugis. Right side, Stevens blocked by Mountain View. A couple Buffalo players fumble around a little bit with it, and then it drops to the ground. 22-19, another timeout called. We will take one as well. 22-19, Douglas. Mountain View leads, though, 1-0 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. More after this on this First Bank presentation of Mountain View Buffalo Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
That is going to do it as Douglas wins the second set 25-20. We will have the third set when we come back on this First Bank presentation of Mountain View Buffalo Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
A pass to the Evanston Recreation Center gets you so much more than a weight room. A pass also gives you access to the pool, hot tub, steam rooms, cardio room, cycling studio, shooting range, basketball court, and locker rooms with showers. Passes also let you attend drop-in fitness classes at no additional cost, including Zumba, yoga, cycling, water aerobics, and strength training classes. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Recreation Center. Payment plans available. Stop in today.
It's important to feel like you belong. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we understand the value of connection. When you become a member, you join our family. You become an owner of a not-for-profit financial organization, and your success becomes our success. We give back to our members by offering lower loan rates, fewer fees, higher yields, and more products and services. Become a member of Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today, and let's work together to reach your financial goals. We're a caring partner here for you. Member NCUA.
A neck-and-neck battle we have going on here at the Casper Events Center. ELAN OLLIFF bringing you the action from day 2 of the 2019 Casper Invite Silver Bracket action as the Mountain View Buffaloes are taking on the Douglas Bearcats. Mountain View will get ready to receive the serve from the Bearcats. And they will stay on the sides that they were on for set 2. Douglas on the left, Mountain View on the right. Douglas wearing a jersey that consists of a blue torso, black, red, and white long sleeves with red numbers with white outline. The libero, however, is wearing a silver jersey with a dark blue numeral and a yellow outline. Mountain View, purple tops, white numerals, with the exception of the libero. Speaking of which, Casey Bugis is serving. She's wearing a white jersey with purple numbers. Dug up by Hunsicker. Hunsicker receives the pass back from her teammate, and then sets up Mountain View will get a chance for an attack, but the attack goes straight in to the block of Douglas, and it is now 1-0 Bearcats, as that will get deflected by Douglas and down on the Mountain View side. Serve by Abby Hoopman. Dug up by, it tried to be dug up by Camry Hutchings, but it falls to the ground quickly. 2-0 to start this third set out. Served by Douglas, over to received by Mountain View. They pass to Haley Stevens, and Stevens can't get a handle on it as she sends it into the net on the attack. 3-0. Abby Hoopman. Hoopman getting ready to serve. And it's up. Dellinger passes to Hutchings. Left side, Rinker. Rinker dug out by Igo. Townsend with the dump set. Diving to dig it up is Hutchings, and now the Bearcats will get a chance for an attack, and going up and down, Chloe Collins can't quite get a hold of it all the way through. Braden Johnson. And Mountain View has their first point. 3-1 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Serve by Mountain View. Passed around by 2 Bearcat players, and it goes out of bounds. 3-2. Camry Hutchings serving for Mountain View. Dug up by Hunsicker. Townsend over to Furtig. Furtig on the attack. Now the right side, Stevens on another attack, and it will be blocked out of bounds by the Bearcats. Three all on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Set, Townsend Johnson on the right side, dug up by Rinker, setting up Dellinger for an attack, but her attack goes wide right, and it's 4-3 Douglas. Served by Douglas, received by Stevens. Rinker who just kind of clears it out. And now Townsend over to Igo off of Hutchings and down to the ground. And it's 5-3 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Serve by Chloe Collins. Mountain View passes it over to Kylie Dellinger. Hunsicker digs it out. Fertig just slaps it over the net. Going down to the ground to get it is Rinker, but it deflects out of bounds. 6-5 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Collins with the serve, and it's over the net and down. And Collins with an ace. 7-3. Collins, serve dug up by Stevens. Rinker just kind of deflects it over the net, setting up Townsend for an attack received by Mountain View. Mountain View returns it. Fertig on an attack, deflected high by Casey Bugis. Passed over the net by Kylie Dellinger. Set, Townsend, left side, Igo. Dug up by Casey Bugis yet again. Hutchings over to Rinker. Rinker, Hoopman kind of digs that one out, and now Townsend again sends it back to Hoopman. Hoopman clears it out. Left side, Stevens, and it hits the ground right in front of Chloe Collins on the far side of the 10-foot line. And it's 8-4 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. 7-4, excuse me. Fertig gets a nice little pass from her teammate as she just kind of slaps it over the net. Dead center. Now it is 8-4 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Last game for both of these teams in the 2019 Casper Invite. Emma Saunders, serve received by Mountain View. They'll clear it out. Townsend passes left to right to Igo, dug up by Contis. Pass over to Rinker. Rinker goes from the left side, tries to get an attack to the right, and they're going to get a player for Douglas for double hitting. 8-5 the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. We're all knotted up, one set apiece here in a deciding set number 3. Kylie Dellinger's serve goes off of Hoopman and down to the ground for an ace. 9-5 Douglas. Served by Dellinger. Returned by Igo. Contis goes down to dig it up. Hutchings over to Rinker. Rinker just softly taps it, and it bounces off of the hands of the front line of the Bearcats and hits the ground. Rinker with the kill, and it's 9-6 on the Benedict's Market in True Value scoreboard. We'll be right back on this first Spank presentation of Mountain View Buffalo Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Kylie Dellinger continues the serve for Mountain View. Olsen goes for the tack dead center off of a Mountain View player and out of bounds. And it's 10-6 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. 10-7, or 9-7, excuse me. Served by the Bearcats. Received by Mountain View, setting up Rinker to attack, and the attack is deflected right back to Rinker, and Rinker just puts her hands down and pushes it over the net.
The brain needs.
Served by Ashley Timms. Received by Hunsicker. Set over to Igo. Igo gets a diving dig from Ashley Timms, and another attack from Mountain View. Hits the spot right where they wanted it to, but it bounced off of about 2 or 3 Buffalo players. And the score, 10-7. Jocelyn Igo, serve, dug up by Cortland Contus. Left side, Rinker, and it is off of Townsend and out of bounds. Rinker with the kill. 10-9 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Served by Rinker. Dug up by Johnson. Johnson gets the attack after the pass right back from her teammate. Now here comes Meeks with an attack, and it's off of Igo and out of bounds. 10-all. And remember, it's a race to 15. They got to win by 2. Rinker serves again. Dug up by Hunsicker. Left side, Johnson, who just kind of puts a fist and bops it over the ball, over the net. Stevens tries to go up for an attack, but it's pushed right back down by the Bearcat block. 11-10 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Served by Hunsicker, goes into the net, and it's 11-all. Set number 3, the deciding set. Each team 4 points away from taking this match. Casey Bugis, the libero, to serve. Received by the Bearcats, but they're going to get them for a lift, and Mountain View gets the important point. 12-11 Mountain View on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Served by Bugis, dug up by Hoopman. Hoopman passes over to Vertig and gets the kill. $12-all on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Served by Bullington. Bullington dug up by Mountain View. Putting it over the net is Stevens. Attack from Fertig, and Fertig puts Douglas up by 1, 13-12 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Served by Bullington is long. And we're knotted back up at 13. Camry Hutchings with the serve. And it's into the net and down. Match point number 1 for the Bearcats. Timeout called. We'll take one as well. 14-13, a tight one. Bearcats lead on the Benedict's Market True Value scoreboard. We'll be right back on this first make presentation of Mountain View Buffalo Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at MyLocal.
History from the gangsters of the past like Babyface Nelson, Pretty Boy Floyd, and Bonnie and Clyde are at the Legal Tender restaurant located inside the Best Western Dunmar Inn. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the motel. During his FBI career, Dub worked with many other famous agents like Elliot Ness and Sam Calley to take the criminals down. From the names on the menu to the nostalgia on the walls, notorious figures from the 1920s are all around. Come and enjoy a delicious meal surrounded by history today at the Legal Tender Restaurant, 1601 Harrison Drive, Evanston.
Set number 3, 14-13 Douglas. This could very well be the final play of the game. Hoopman with the serve. Dug up by Contis. Left side attack from Mountain View. Ashley Timms, and it goes wide, and Douglas wins it. 15-13, the final score of set number 3. We'll have a very abbreviated post-game show as we have to get ready for the Evanston Sheridan matchup coming up in only a few minutes. After this, on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View Buffalo Volleyball. Once again, your final score, Mountain View falls to Douglas in 3 sets, 25-19, 25-20, and 15-13. We'll be right back on KNYN 99.1 with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
Super kids deserve super care. Experience the difference with board-certified pediatricians Alan Brown, MD, and Bird Gilmartin, MD, at Uinta Medical Group. Whether it's tracking your child's overall health at Well Child Checks or helping your little ones feel better when they're sick, Dr. Brown and Dr. Gilmartin are here to help your child grow, learn, and thrive. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Brown or Dr. Gilmartin by calling 307-789-WELL 9355 or visit evanstonanytime.com.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
If you're just joining us, Mountain View goes down in 3 sets. They won the first set 25-19, but lose sets 2 and 3, 25-20 and 15-13. For the stats we were able to keep, we have Haley Stevens with 6 kills, Olivia Meeks with 4, and Allie Rinker with 4 as well. We're going to go ahead and award our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the game, and it's going to go to Haley Stevens. She's had quite the day today. 6 kills today against Douglas, and at least 6 kills, according to my count. Don't know what the official number will be. At least 6 kills against Evanston in their 2 games. So she is going to get the Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the game today. And that is going to do it for this abbreviated version of the post-game show. Be sure to tune in for the next Mountain View broadcast, which will be this coming Friday. Football homecoming game versus Pinedale. Pre-game at 2:20, kickoff scheduled for 3 o'clock. Also, we have Saturday volleyball at Big Piney, a 1 p.m. start there. Thank you so much for letting me be a guest on your Mountain View broadcast. Once again, my name's ELAN, and thank you so much on behalf of our cameraman Garrett, our producers Preston and Alyssa back in Evanston. Thanks so much and take care.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media. Today's executive producer is Val Cook. We appreciate you tuning in to this MyLocalRadio.com exclusive of Mountain View Buffaloes Athletics. We would like to take a moment to thank all of our sponsors and partners who make this all possible. And of course, thank you for tuning in. Check out our website for more information about future Mountain View broadcasts, or like us on Facebook to stay up to date with the games. Until next time, go Buffs!